Do you know who I am? I'm Karen Stacy. I have my own talk show. You can come to my talk show anytime. We have Coffee Talk with Karen every weekday at 11 a.m. And we have Real Talk with Karen Stacy every Tuesday at 8 p.m. It's not your mama's talk show. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. And let's have some fun, baby. You can find us on all social media platforms. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, and on MiamiMikeRadio.com. Testing. Is this mic working? You better believe it is. I'll see you guys soon. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let me see if I get this lighting right. Oh my God, happy Friday, you guys. It's Friday. And here we go. Karen's morning voice is not working properly yet. Awesome that I'm doing a show. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on the Facebook Karen Stacy page. We are live on the Real Talk Coffee Talk group. We are also live on my personal page, which a lot of people are not on, but it's cool if you're on there. We are also on YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. Real Talk Karen Stacy. So I might need your help today. Those of you that are tuned in, I'm not sure what my moderator situation is going to look like. I don't see Carmela on here yet. She's usually the first to the party. I know she was trying to finally get some sleep last night and I never heard back from her. So I'm hoping all is well with her. And then I just turned on, when I saw Facebook this morning, apparently I think Lisa's in Florida. So I don't know what's happening with my moderators. So if you guys could do me a favor and share this to your friends, share it to your favorite groups, tag your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. So good morning, Rosie. How are you? Maria. Good morning, Mama. Happy Friday. Hold on a second. Lala. Good morning, Mama. Skycap, I'm a soldier, not a judge. Good morning, Skycap. Good morning, Carlos. Who's here? Sylvia. Good morning, Sylvia. Something's missing. Oh, right, my coffee. Get it, Sky. You need that coffee. We always need the coffee. I got mine right here, and it's still smoking a little bit. Could you see the smoke? I heated it up, and I have it on my I have it on there. Okay. Good morning. Oh, I look gorgeous today. Why, Rita? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not sure. I can't see your name, but I'm assuming that's Pasquale. Joe, I'm dyeing the glasses. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing. Let me see. Someone else said, good morning, everyone. I can't see your names. Facebook user. Hey, Joe Q, Georgie, good morning. Laura, good morning. Again, you guys, if you can help me out, I don't appear to have any moderators on today. So if you can help me to share out the video to all of your groups and friends, it would be greatly appreciated. So happy Friday, you guys. We made it through another week. Meanwhile, Mother Nature must have her freaking balls twisted because here in New York, we're supposed to get like, I don't know, 40-mile-an-hour winds today. Like, I'm so over this shit. Seriously, I am so over it because I got, like I have one of those, like those outdoor heater things that like, and they have the top on it. And I told you guys, every time something happens, even with like the 20-pound propane tank, the fucker goes over. The thing is completely mangulated. It's like all bent. And my brother-in-law was over the other day, and I didn't realize how bad it was until he kind of like flipped it down. And I mean, the screws came out. I mean, it's awful. So I am done with this wind shit. I mean, we got crazy weather. It's as if like Mother Nature's been a little iffy lately, but it's like, it's part of this whole crazy, right? With the pandemic and everything. It's just so strange. So yeah. So now we're supposed to get winds. They're telling us that, power lines may go out, yada, yada, yada. So yippee fucking kaye. Another crazy day. So it's really dreary out, to be honest with you. I was excited because it's going to be like 70 something degrees, but it's nasty. It's like damp and like, and so my allergies, my sinuses, I still have a headache. I thought I had a headache yesterday because of the wine, which could be, but I still have it today, and I don't take stuff, and I've taken a leave a few times and it still didn't go away yet. So it's definitely the allergy time. So I hate that shit, but it is what it is. Welcome to I love the change of season. I just wish that it didn't affect me the way it does. I'm very sensitive to everything. So the minute something changes, I'm like, okay, here we go. So good morning. See, like right now I'm saying this and my nose is running. The funny thing is, people think I have like a drug problem when the change of season happens because they see me and my nose. And that's the furthest thing. So it's kind of funny when people say that. So if anybody passes around that rumor, you can tell them like, okay, try again next time. Anyway, Laura, good morning. Hi, Stacy. Good morning. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Tony. How are you? Cheryl, my love, shared this. Can't see. I see you, Cheryl, my love. Oh, I'm glowing. Oh my. Well, I'm certainly not pregnant. Hopefully it blows all the miserable people away. Yeah. Nice try, Joe Q. I don't think that happens. Stacy, I'm over the whack ass weather here in New York City too. I'm Karen. Stacy, you're not wrong. Yeah, it's like enough already. You know what's funny though is that I made a comment once and I actually started to laugh because I said that Mother Nature needs a fucking boyfriend. I was trying to be nice because I was really trying to say Mother Nature needs a good fucking stiff one. But I said Mother Nature needs a boyfriend. And so the person I said it to said, well, then that might make it even worse. And I started dying because it's true, right? Like if you're fighting with your man or your woman, you're even nastier. So I guess that's not the case. My thing is always, if anybody is in a foul mood or are fucked up, they probably need to get laid, right? So I've obviously been in a bad mood for a long time now. I'm kidding. But yeah. Let me see, Monica. Good morning, sweetie. How are you? Alabama and Georgia had horrific tornadoes. Yeah, I was seeing that. It's crazy, right, Lala? I mean, the weather, Mother Nature is really something you can't fuck with. That's why, like, I love the water. I love to be like at the beach. I love all that stuff, but I'm an Aries, so I'm a fire girl. So me and water, we don't mix. I like it from over here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, oh, come on. No, I'm good. I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to watch it. Or I can be with my feet in there. I'll go in a pool, 3 feet or whatever. I'm good. Do not try pulling me into the, oh yeah, jump off the boat. Yeah. Okay. No, not happening. So, I love the water. I love being on the water, but like in the summertime when we have storms and we're on the water, if you've never seen a storm on the water before, that shit is scary. It's really cool, but it's scary because there is no holds barred, it just goes. So it is crazy if you've ever, never seen it before. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, right? Tornadoes and stuff like that, because we never had any of that kind of weather in New York, the 50 years I was alive. And now all of a sudden, like the past, I don't know, what is it, 4 or 5 years? It's like all these things are happening, right? And I'm like, wait, when did we get tornadoes? When did we get hurricanes? What about we had a squall over the winter? I never even heard of a fucking squall in my 50 years of life. I never heard of a squall. And I think it was 2 years ago, I was caught in one. And I'm like, I've never seen this before. And for any of you that are stuck under the same rock as me, a squall is like a crazy snowstorm. Like you're in a cloud and it just literally as if somebody went like this, boop, and dumped snow right over you. That's how crazy it is. You can't see, you can't anything. And it only happens for a very short period of time and then it subsides. But again, in my 50 years on this earth, I never even heard of a squall, never mind saw one. And now I've done it twice. It was 2 winters or maybe even 3 winters ago now. And then this last winter. And I'm like, where did this squall thing come from? Like, really? So yeah, the weather has been nuts. Like I said, this whole world has gone mad, but Mother Nature definitely a little off her rocker. We need to get her like some Prozac or something, if that's what they use. Let me see. Good afternoon, Ed. Good morning. Good morning. Oh boy, hold on a second. The comments just went crazy. Again, you guys help me out. Share out this video. And I apologize. I don't seem to have any moderators on today. So if you guys are lost, I don't know what to tell you. No, I'm only kidding. Let me see. Ed. Oh, yes. Good morning, Stacy. Good to have you here today. Cliff, good morning. I have the same thing with allergies. Yeah, Cheryl, I'm sure they're probably worse by you. You look fabulous today, Karen. Oh, why, thank you, Carlos. Flattery will get you everywhere. Wepa, good morning, Eunice, my girl. Shared to group and messenger. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate it. Okay. Let me see. Stacy, hi, Karen. You rock, babes, 24/7, wind or no wind, runny nose, wind up or down. Oh, God, you don't want me wind up. I'll tell you that right now. I wind up, that's for sure. Good morning, Kat. How are you? Let me see who else is here. Okay, Stacy, you're Stacy. I just noticed that you spell your name exactly the same way as me. Nobody spells Stacy without the E, but you and me. Oh, I made a rhyme. I love it. KS, Karen Stacy, no boyfriend for Mother Nature. Agreed. I'm good though. Enough said. I'm a fire girl too. Leo, Aries girls, we blend. I love Leos. I do. I love Leos. Okay, let me see who else. Let me see. DJ Cash, what's going on? Good morning, honey bunny. I'm here, Karen. Oh, okay. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. Marianne, good morning, Karen. Sometimes I do judge a book by its cover and sometimes I don't. Yes, we will certainly get to the topic. We're too busy complaining about the fucking weather. You know, I have to spend like the first 15 minutes complaining about something. And then we get to the topic of the day. Somebody said, good morning, Karen. I'm sorry, I can't see your name. Let me see. Lala, I think it's Mother Nature and Father Time both do significant damage. I hear you, Mama. Marianne, it depends because sometimes I am a good judge from the first meeting. I like that. Good morning, Slick. Hey, Ray, how are you? Good morning, Gina. Happy Friday. So thank you guys. This weather is better than snow. You know what, Marianne? Real fucking talk on that one. No doubt about it. But guess what? We have had a ton of snow this winter too. So it's, it's not like last year where we skated through that. This year we had a bad winter. So we did get the snow. Yes, Stacy, no E. Just a Y. That's us, babe. We are the best Stacy's. There you go. Sylvia, there was Hurricane Gloria in the 80s. I was born in 87. My mom told me I just don't remember. I slept through it. I was a toddler. Well, there you go. Blame the weather on COVID. All right, Monica, I'll do that. We'll blame the weather on COVID. Why not? That's so funny. So thank you guys for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on the Facebook Karen Stacy page and the Facebook group Real Talk Coffee Talk. Do me a favor, join the group. A lot of people seem to be in the group. So if you're looking for other people's comments, or if I'm telling you that I can't see your names, if you go on the public pages, it may help so you don't have to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Raphael, honey bunny, GQ in the building. Good morning, honey. We've missed you. Busy man. Thank you, Gina, for sharing. I appreciate it. Share it out, guys. Share it out. So, and then again, don't forget, we're on YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope, Real Talk Karen Stacy. So we got to do a boob shot. You ready? Because, I've been designing, because I'm rhyming and designing with your girl on my lap. See, I did this one now, my Real Talk pow. So that was, I don't know if you could, did you see it? There we go. You see my mess of a thing. There we go. Whoop, there it is. We'll call that like boob cam. Oh my God. I really do. Yes, no politics here. Absolutely. You know what? We're all friends and family, and everybody has their own feelings. So let's keep that where it needs to be. Thank you. All right. So, do you judge a book by its cover? Let's go there. Do you judge a book by its cover? Yeah, and you know what? Where I see what you're saying. All right, here we go. Good morning, Rita. Happy Friday. Karen, I never judge a book by its cover. You very well may miss out on a great story. Boom. Monica said, definitely don't judge. I know from my own experiences, people have a wall up emotionally so they don't get hurt. Very good point. Very good point. Catherine said no. Someone else said, not in my line of work. I can't see your name. So somebody wrote something earlier that resonated with me, and I don't remember who it was. Oh, Marianne. It depends, because sometimes I am a good judge from the first meeting. So that resonates with me. And the reason it resonates with me is because energy doesn't lie. So if you're meeting somebody and something just, like how it just doesn't seem right, that's your sixth sense telling you danger, 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 or, red flag, red flag. So I don't believe we should judge people. I do believe, though, that we are going to have an opinion. So I'll go back to, I always try to use my own self as an example because I can't speak for other people, but I always try to give examples because I want you guys to, get what I'm saying, or anybody that I'm speaking to get what I'm saying. So remember I told you guys I dated some control freak asshole, like a couple of years ago. And when he met me, I had all the piercings that I have, all the tattoos that I have. And apparently, that was good, right? Except once he thought I was his, quote unquote, then all of a sudden it wasn't so good. When are you going to take that thing out of your tongue? When I fucking want to. Well, don't you think you're too old for that? No, I don't. Well, what do you think people think of you when they see that thing in your mouth? I go, I don't really give a shit. So he says, well, what do you think when you go to your son's school and you're speaking to the teachers or you're speaking to other parents? What do you think they think of you? I said that I'm a damn good mother. That's what they think of me. So that's judging a book by its cover. So because I may have something different than someone else, why? Because I have a tongue ring, I'm a bad mother? Are you fucking crazy? Mother Teresa is probably not as good of a mom as me. So that's what I mean about you can't judge. You can have an opinion. You could say that thing, I mean, like my father, like, like, I mean, there are many people that are like, oh my God, and that's fine. That's their opinion. That's how they feel about it. But it doesn't make me a bad mom because I have a tongue ring. It makes me who I am. And if you judge me because I have a tongue ring, then you're going to probably miss out on meeting the best person you're ever going to meet. And you're going to learn how to be a good mother from me with my tongue ring in my mouth. So judging is a fine line there. Okay. So it's okay to have an opinion, but you can't judge someone because your opinion is different than theirs. Okay. So we live in a divided world right now, right? Because the left is so far to the left, the right is so far to the right that people are judging one another. Oh, well, if they're to the left, then they must be an idiot. Oh, if they're to the right, then they must be an idiot. Is that really right? Maybe your opinion is that you don't agree with that thinking, but it doesn't make them an idiot. It may make you disagree, but I told you, my father and I are on two opposite sides, but I listen to what he has to say. And there are points I agree with, and there are points that I think are mute. But, I don't think he's stupid because he thinks that. He may think I am a little bit stupid, but I'm his daughter. So, it's not that he thinks I'm stupid. He just doesn't understand why I don't think the same way he thinks. And that's okay. I mean, he's my father. So, I don't think that judging a book by its cover is the right way to go. I think that you can form your opinion, and maybe the cover makes you want to learn more, right? Because you would hope that you got a good cover, right? Because, when Nick was on the other day, and he showed us the covers to his books, right? We looked at the covers and we were thinking, wow, like I said, wow, that's a really awesome cover to the book. So you see that cover, literal cover to the book, and it makes you say, ooh, I want to read that book maybe. Now you could go in and read, the introduction or whatever and think, nah, this ain't for me. But the book cover brought you in. So remember that you were drawn to it for a reason, whether, and I'm talking about anything, right? Because we're talking about don't judge a book by its cover, meaning people as well. So there was something there that drew you in. So now where do you go with that? All right. So I just went off on a tangent. Let me see. So of course I start to read the comments and all the freaking comments go crazy. So bear with me. I'm coming back to you. Okay. I'm here. And that is true as well, Monica, that people, you made two, a lot of you are making great points. People have a wall up emotionally so they don't get hurt. So that's hard too, because I'm not going to say a judge, but I form a really strong opinion from that, because no one can get to know you if you have a wall up. You should always protect yourself. But if you're standing behind a wall, you're never going to meet the right people, because I'm not here to break that wall. You know, you either let me in or you don't. And, you know, some people can't let things go. And I mean, I'm the same way. I harbor certain things, but you have to recognize it. And once you recognize it, you have to say to yourself, if somebody has to break through a wall just to get to know you, you know, I mean, that's tough. And then they're not really getting to know you, right? They're just getting to know what you're allowing them to know, which again, to a certain degree makes sense, but you can't really have an organic relationship with someone if you're hiding behind a wall. And if you're both hiding behind a wall, forget about it, right? So Laura said, to a degree, but I know there's more to them and always a story you don't know. And that is definitely true, right? So most people that are guarded, they're the ones that come off like the harshest, if that makes sense. You know, those of us that I don't fucking need nobody, right? Those are the ones that got screwed, right? So of course they come off, I don't need nobody. I don't give a shit. I'll pay for my own fucking dinner. I'll whatever. How's somebody supposed to penetrate that? Seriously, how are they? And that's, of course, if you want them to. Some people don't want them to, and that's fine. But if you want to allow somebody in, you cannot put the wall up and you cannot judge them. But energy doesn't lie. So like I said, you can meet somebody, and the minute you meet them, something just don't feel right. Something's a little off. You're not sure, right? And then you know, like if you're like me, you try to give it, okay, let me see. You know, especially because let's say, you know, a friend of yours is like, no, this person is really, you know, great, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And, you know, you allow it. You see the person, maybe they're not completely for you, but you go, you know what? I don't really care one way or another, right? But then the funny thing is that that person will probably end up pulling some shit. And then it's like, see, I was right. And I knew that. So I do think you should trust your instincts. I don't think that means you need to judge someone. I just think that you need to make a conscious decision based off of what you're feeling, whether or not you want to entertain this person or not. But to turn around and judge them, if you don't really know them, you can just say, you know what, my opinion is I don't like the way this person speaks, or I don't like, you know, the people they hang out with, whatever the case may be, right? I'm just making stuff up. Because it sometimes can be indicative of who that person is, right? The majority of people are judgmental. Yeah, Kat, I agree 1,000% on that. And that is really quite true. Rita, it is so hard not to judge a book by its cover. However, they always say that first impressions last a lifetime. Agreed. And that was kind of, I think, what I was trying to say as well, Rita. Thanks for putting into better words for me. But that is definitely what I think as well, because a first impression, but sometimes let's, you know, like me, like if I meet like, you know, again, I'm like, I can be like, you know, if I meet a guy, believe it or not, that I really like or something, believe it or not, I'm tongue tied, right? And normally I'm fast, I'm quick. And some people's energy, not that it intimidates me, but it almost does. Like it sets me back for a minute. And I almost don't know what to say and don't know what to do. And I probably make a really retarded first impression in that situation. And you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. So the only way that you can redeem yourself is if it's somebody that's kind of like in your life. So therefore you can, you know, have another conversation or two where maybe you won't be as awkward. Marianne said, exactly. Laura, usually your gut gives you the answers from their energy. That's true, but some of us don't know what to do with that. That's the problem. We get that energy and we don't know what to do with it. And then sometimes you'll have a friend go, now, come on, I told you they're cool people. And in your gut, it's like, I don't know, there's something about this person, I'm not feeling it. But again, that's not judging. That's just your feeling, right? You're not judging them by saying, oh, that person, is this or that person is that. No, it's just that their energy and your energy are not playing nice in the sandbox together. So you're saying to yourself, you know what? Maybe they're a great person, but I'm not feeling it, right? How many times have you maybe gone out on a date and the person might be a really nice person, right? Like they were good people. They just weren't your people, right? My girlfriend used to say that to me all the time. He's a good guy. He's just not your guy. And so it's true. You can say, you know what, that person, even a friend, whatever. No, they're cool. They're just not my person. That's all. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not judging either. That's just being truthful to your energy. Always trust your gut feelings. Absolutely, Rosie. I want to come back to you. I need a real haircut. Well, feel free to reach out to me whenever you want, Kat. And thank you for that compliment. Georgie, I never judge a book by its cover. I'll say it again. Avoid people who tell you to avoid people. Georgie, real talk. Exactly. But you know what? I have to say on the counter part of that, always take it from where it comes from, because I try and look out for people. I kind of sort of stopped doing it because it never ends well. So I meet people and, we get to be maybe friendly or whatever. And I'm very hesitant because I know I know who these other people are, and they don't really know these other people. I know that these other people are disingenuous. But when you get involved and you say that to somebody, you're the one that looks bad. So I wouldn't necessarily, when I tell somebody, just be careful. Something just happened recently, as a matter of fact, from somebody that I know, that followed the show, or was a Facebook friend. And, something very uncomfortable took place. And I needed to make sure, because I brought this person on my show in the sense of showing support to that person, and trying to be emotionally supportive. And I got nervous because what they asked of me, I wanted to make sure they weren't asking of my listeners. So, again, don't judge a book by its cover. For anybody out there that is watching this show, if anybody friend requests you and you see that I am a mutual friend, do not take that person just because I am a mutual friend. I will tell you that I have almost 5,000 people on my list on my personal page. I will tell you that out of those people, maybe I personally know and have personally met, like 1% of that. So sometimes some of you will message me and go, oh, this person sent me a friend request. And I will tell you, I don't know who that is. So please never judge a book by its cover. Do not think, I don't know, people are fucking crazy. So most of the people that are on this feed are amazing. They're genuine. We've created a bond with one another, but there are people that are not genuine and will try to, whatever they're going through in their life, they will try to manipulate a situation. And I never want my good name associated with anything that I have no association with. So I am the type of person that I will do my best to help and support anyone I can. My name stands alone. So if anybody that I'm trying to help, anybody that I'm trying to support ends up being less than, that's on them. It's not on me. And you can't judge me for trying to help another person. But be careful. So I'm saying that to all of you out there right now. There are a lot of you out there that think it's harmless to make friends on social media. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But if you're the type of person that tags yourself and says, I'm here with my friends, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, watch yourself, because you don't know a lot of the people. Maybe. So a lot of people do, right? A lot of people only accept friend requests from people that they know. But for those of you that don't, be careful, because you never know what, like I say, you never know what someone else is going through. Therefore, you never know what someone else is up to. So, you can't judge someone based off of another person's actions. Some of us feel responsible for that, right? If I introduce you to this person, you're going to come back to me and say, Karen, I thought you told me, I know how you are. You're straight up. This person, how about this and that? Look, I got no control over that person, but, they treated me good, or this never happened. Or if a situation happens like what just happened recently, I will reach out to somebody that I think might have been affected by that and try and rectify it, because, you don't know till you know, and we live and we learn. So, judging a book by its cover is one thing. Trusting your gut and your instincts is a complete other. And like I said, you can have an opinion, but you shouldn't judge, because even if the person is out of their motherfucking mind, there's a reason why they're out of their mind. So we don't judge them. We pray for them, and we realize that that is not the type of person we want to get intertwined with. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on the Karen Stacey page. We are live on the Real Talk Coffee Talk group. Please make sure you hit those like buttons. Please join the group. Don't forget to subscribe to Real Talk Karen Stacey on YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. All right. I need to share out this video for me, you guys. Tag your friends. I need a little caffeine to keep the mouth going. And it's coffee talk. So I hope you guys are drinking your coffee too. Laura said, I don't look at piercings and make a judgment on them. That does not define them. I judge you when I first meet you, Slick, and I was completely wrong. So glad I was. Oh boy, I'm not even sure what the hell that meant, but you need to elaborate on that. You probably judged me, thought I was a real bitch. That's probably what you thought, because I'm good like that. So Sylvia said, I never judge a book by its cover. I'm very empathic, and I do have a radar about who's good or who's not. Exactly. Laura, they are jealous because they are too scared to live adventurous because they have a stick up their butt. That's great. Monica, sometimes outside appearance has nothing to do with their personality. Agreed. Right? What's that that meme that they have, and they say, like, people judge, like, look at all the people like that have 80 billion tattoos all over their body. And meanwhile, you look at them and their actions, and then you look at people that go to church every week and you look at their actions, right? So one thing has nothing to do with the other, but it's just that stigma. Oh, they go to church. They must be a good person. Okay. Oh, they have tattoos. They must be a bad person. Yeah. Okay. So you know what I'm saying? Okay. So Stacy, I don't judge. Hold on. There's a person at my front door. Let me see who this is, because my child. Okay. Male. All right, good. I don't judge. The word judge is very specific. Danger, feelings, and vibes are another thing. And opinions are as well. Trust your gut. I always trust my gut. Go with that. Energy doesn't lie. The controlling guy, KS, been there. Some people, everything they were attracted to you for becomes the very things they end up despising, because they are envious of your shine and who and what it attracts others then. them. Right. Karen Stacy, sorry for the long thread here. All good. Agreed. I love, you gotta love Ring. The older I get, Lala said, the older I get, I try to understand people more. And you know what? I'm not sure if that's a blessing or a curse, Lala. I'm with you on that. I try also. I think after we've been through life-changing events, I think that we try our best to understand, because I know I've been in a bad place and maybe people judged me for my actions when not that I wasn't responsible for my actions. I absolutely have to be held accountable, but I wasn't myself, right? So if people were forming an opinion on me while I was in this great deal of pain, it would be the wrong opinion, right? But yes, I agree with that, Lala. Laura, everyone is beautiful souls until they prove otherwise. Giselle, good morning, sweetie. How are you? Okay, the comments just went crazy. And of course, you guys know that I was talking way too much. Well, I'm not talking too much because I'm a fucking talk show host. But let me see. Okay. More. All right, hold on. I'm coming back to you guys. Okay. I'm really behind on the comments. Hold on a second. I'm coming, you guys. I'm coming. All right. I got to Giselle. Say good morning. Okay. Gina C. No, I don't. And never judge. It goes to say, treat and think of others as you do. I want others to do as well. Okay. Gina said you deserve a chance. I think that people deserve a chance, but I do also think that there has to be boundaries like a motherfucker, because sometimes some of us that are very kind-hearted and very loving and unconditional, we don't set the right boundaries, and then people will take advantage, right? So you have to be cognitive of your kindness and not allow it to be your weakness, right? Marianne said, Karen, you are right about judging people regarding their looks, etc. For me, my experience, I can judge a person from the first meeting, and for me, I have been right. Well, good for you. And you know what? Usually we are. The only time I find that to be different, and tell me if you guys have encountered this. I'll meet somebody that's a lot like me. And when I meet them, I get like this thing that goes on. And it's because I'm seeing myself in that person. And sometimes that's a check yourself before you wreck yourself moment, right? Because when you do that, I believe that the universe puts people in your life, you know, they say for a lesson, a season, or a reason. And I believe that, because you ever notice how you have friends and you meet friends and they tell you a story, and the story resonates so much with you because you do the same thing. And so now it's almost like the universe is presenting you to you, so that you can listen to this person and go, well, what's the matter with you? You shouldn't, maybe not what's the matter with you, but okay. So this is a situation, like you can't go on like this. And then all of a sudden in your own head, you go, holy shit, that's what I'm doing, right? Because the universe does this thing where it brings us back to where we need to be. So sometimes that, you know, I'll back up a little bit, because that person, I'll see a lot of myself in that person, and it might be what I like, or it might be what I don't like, right? So you always, when you have a reaction like that, you kind of have to ask yourself, what's the problem? What am I reacting to? Because we all do it. So you have to ask yourself, why? Gia, good morning, honey. Marianne, for me, whoever meets me knows me from the get-go, because I am too honest and tell them about me from the start. And I let them decide for themselves if they still want to be with me or not. So you know what, Marianne? I agree with that. And I am that type of person. And something I need to work on. I give them too much because I'm sabotaging myself. I give them too much because I feel like if I give them all of it at once they actually get to know me, they'll be able to deal with me. And that's a bad thing. And I sabotage myself. I just did it recently, a couple of weeks ago, and I recognize what I do. I'm still not sure exactly how to fix it all the time, but sometimes I come off stronger than I need to because I'm trying to fucking prove a point. And my opinion, my thing after that is, well, fuck it. If they can't deal with me like that, then fuck it. They can't deal with me. But you know what? That's bad. And you're testing somebody at that point, right? Because you're like, I'm going to give you all I got, which is way too much. And if you're still here, then cool. Then we're meant to be. And I, as I'm getting older, I'm realizing not such a good idea, at least for me. Lala, more and more people are suffering these days and are spread so thin that they aren't even presenting as their real selves. Like they may be disheveled, sound testy, etc., but there is a reason. We need patience and need to give it. I agree with that as well. And that's why I always say, you never know what someone else is going through. So be kind. That being said, again, you have to set boundaries like a motherfucker, because that is very true. All exceptional points, but at the end of the day, it's still there. And you have to be cognitive of that. So also, they may be disheveled, they may be upside down. So unfortunately, your role may be to help them. And that's great if you have the capacity to do so. But some of us, need to kind of be on level ground, right? So if I have somebody in my life that is too needy, I can't deal with that because I have to take care of me and my child, right? I have my own set of problems. So I'm your friend. I'm always here for you. But if you're fucking just pulling out and making withdrawals and there's no deposits coming in, then you have to you can have patience, you can overlook certain things, but you have to set boundaries because people will take as much as you will allow them to. And not necessarily that they're taking to be a taker. They're taking because they are so empty that they don't know what else to do. Right? So I'll give you, for instance, my therapist had told me many, many years ago, and I've given this analogy before. So, you're going out to dinner and you're starving. So it goes two ways. You go to eat, and the minute you take a bite of food, all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, I didn't even realize how hungry I was. And the whole fucking dish, you shovel it down, right? Like a gavon, like you're starving. You need more, more, more. Then there's those times that you go out, you haven't eaten, and you go to eat and your stomach fills up like after 2 bites, right? But that's how we are with people. So there are some people that are starving, but if you give them a little bit, that will sustain them and they will not deplete you. Some people are starving that the minute you give them, they need more, 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 and more. So it's up to you what you want to do. Personally, I can't give you all the food on my plate because I know that I still have to eat too. So that's self-preservation, and that's learning boundaries. Right? Because again, I'll go back to my analogy that I always tell you guys, the airplane. In the event of the cabin pressure and the things come down, right? Put the mask on yourself before helping others. I live by this because those of us that are givers, those of us that want to help, those of us that want to fix, the first thing we would do is take that mask and put it on the person next to us. And you know what the moral of the story is? If you don't take care of you by putting that mask on you first, you cannot help others. So remember that when you think in your head, or maybe somebody that's taking so much from you tells you that you're selfish. No, I'm taking care of me so that I can now help take care of everyone else. So remember that, okay? Put the mask on yourself first. Then once you put the mask on yourself, you can help everybody. But if you put the mask on somebody else, you're no good. All you did was save one person and you're no good. So remember that. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry, I know I'm behind on the comments. Thank you for listening to Coffee Talk with Karen. Today we're talking about don't judge a book by its cover. And look, as I'm speaking, the sun is coming out. See that? So Stacy said, Karen, on point you are, and I love your coffee talk. And those that join in, fabulous. Real talk, so glad. Grateful and blessed to have found you, Karen. Stacy, thank you, girl. Mwah. Thank you, Stacy. I love you. That's so sweet. Joey Q, what's going on? So we have another Joey Q now. No, I got Joe Q. Now I got Joey Q. All right, let me see. Tony, where have you been, Tony? I just got up. I just got home from work. Wow. Okay. Michelle, good morning, honey. Joey Q said, I get natural vibes, gut feelings off the bat. Your gut is always right. I agree. My Lisa, so many people who first meet me say I look snobby and I'm not. Yeah, right. We had that conversation, Lee. Marianne, and if they judge me from the start and they don't like me, oh, well, they're lost. There you go. Maria, I never judge anyone. I am a likable person and always offer any help if needed. Sad to say, I do get walked on a lot and experienced a recent issue lately, and I ended up second guessing myself. Yeah, and that happens, right, Maria? But luckily, we have other people that can help us, so that if you are second guessing yourself, maybe you can share that with someone else who can give you a more, neutral perspective, right? Let me see. That's why I put out the song You Don't Know Me. Okay, I guess that's Gino. I'm not sure who that is. Rita, I didn't accept the friend request. My profile is private on Facebook for a reason. There you go. I don't have Facebook friends I don't know in person. Okay, good for you, Lala. And again, before I had my show, I was exactly the same way. But, this is social media is here because one day somebody is going to be, on Facebook, and like Ellen DeGeneres is going to see me and go, I need to have her on my show. Or Howard Stern is going to say, one of his people on Howard Stern show is going to go, did you see that girl? She has those crazy glasses and that crazy accent. You need to get her on the show. So that's what's going to happen. So you know what? I try not to post things that are too personal any longer. I've had things that I have posted from the past, but now, no, I keep it. Most of my stuff is public, and it has to do with my show, and it doesn't have to do with anything personal like that. So again, if you have, you have to know your audience. Okay, so Skycap, then you have 50 friends and 49.5 strangers posing as colleagues of yours. Yeah, well, it's okay. I know who's real and who's not. Joey Q, your gut is always right. When you go against it, you will be kicking yourself in the ass. That night, later on, been there, done that many times. Absolutely. Hold on. I just lost my comments. I'm just going to read these comments, and then we're out of here. My stomach is going to growl again. So it's time to eat. Let me see. Oh, wow. I'm really behind on the comments. Holy crap. Okay, hold on a second. I'm coming back for you guys. Okay, here we go. Marianne, judging people is like going to the movies. You can listen to a person that tells you that they saw the movie and it's bad or good. Go to that movie yourself and see what the movie is and decide whether it's good or bad. I agree with that. And I'm like that too. If, some people will tell me, oh, you shouldn't be friends with so-and-so. And a lot of times people say that because they're not looking out for you. They're looking out for them. So I always do that. I always base it off of, like, somebody will say, oh, well, that person, I go, well, they were always good to me. And even there are a lot of people that I don't like the things that they've done, but they didn't do them physically to me. Well, some have, but I'm not, it's not my battle. So I leave it there. Friends are friends. Friends are not your friends. Okay. The subject is like a sword with a double edge. Absolutely. Joey Q. In the moment, your gut is wrenching and you go against it because of an instant gratification for X, what not, and you burn yourself. Exactly. Hey, Asa Williams. Good morning. Let me see. Oh, thank you so much, Georgie. Appreciate the support. Joey Q, let's all be real. We all look at looks first. Come on now. Well, of course we do, especially if you're trying to meet somebody. You're going to look at looks because you need to be attracted to that person. Oh my God, in here, I always get lost in the pages. Oh, don't worry about it, Eunice. You're fine. We see you. Somebody said, Karen, how are you, dear? I'm not sure who that is. I can't see your name. Talk all you want, Karen. It's your show and I'm into it. Oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. I think this is your first time here, or at least it's your first time talking to me. So thank you and welcome to our coffee table. Georgie, in Britain in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, there were signs in shops, clubs, and pubs. No blacks, no Irish, no dogs. That's how I, as an Irish citizen, was judged for decades. How disgusting is that? Pretty fucking disgusting. Okay, Joey Q. Unfortunately, it takes a trauma or tragic event for us to change something that was or has been broke forever, but we walked past it every day and never noticed it until a bomb goes boom. Then we fix it and the little issues that were there from the start. Some people don't fix it, but yes, the good ones at that fix it, more power to you. But absolutely, real talk on that one, no doubt about it. Sometimes we do have to reach out. I always say you got to be down on your knees. And then once you're on your knees is when things start to change. And for all you fresh people out there, you know what I mean. You don't have to read my comments out loud. I don't really want Facebook knowing what it is anyway. Okay, no problem. Laura, if someone does the same thing I do, so I could relate to them and give good advice. Problem is listening and acting on my own advice. Absolutely. It's always easier to help others. After third time around them and I'm still getting a bad feeling in my gut, I'm out of there, not returning. Agreed. Joey Q, at Karen Stacy, that is a warning to shut your motherfucking mouth and ears open when you have a self-reflective person and internal reaction like that right out of the gate. And sometimes you need to be told, stop, listen to what they are saying. And you naturally don't by talking as a reaction because you dislike the stuff they are saying. It's a self-reflective image as if the mirror could talk back and so on and speak flaws and how to go right. Yes, I think I did say that, right? I agree 100%. It is definitely the lesson being brought back to you. Sky Cop, you absolutely must be cognizant of who and what those boundaries are. Exactly. Lala said, you're right, Karen. More withdrawals than deposits. Time to close the account. Absolutely. Okay. Let me see. I'm just trying to get to all the comments before I jump off of here because I'm already late. That's why I have to take a break from some people because they were sucking the life out of me. Exactly. Joey, I crashed a car at 50 into a light post over a bush, landed on someone's front lawn, and my first reaction was to put my arm on their chest to hold them. Exactly right. I get that. Karen, I honestly have lived life judging all books by their covers. I'm not sure who that is, but okay. Thank you for sharing, Stacy. Vanessa, I'm here. Good morning. Swamped at work. Yes, have a great weekend. Oh, that's your son? Oh, wow. I had to change my name on Facebook because Joe Q got me. Oh, okay. Jersey Jimmy. Hi, honey. How are you? Okay, hold on. The comments just went crazy. I'm going to get to the rest of these comments and then I'm out of here. My belly is growling. Okay. The car accident, I was 15 years old. Wow. Well, welcome, Joey Q. Joey Jr. was a blessing in disguise. 2 years later, I was a passenger and hit a tree. Seatbelt and handle. Well, you must have a lot to do here because you've been through a lot. So, oh, thank you, Joe Q. Love bold hues. Karen, show the shirt. I did show the shirt. Were you late? All right, here we go. One more time of the boob cam. There we go. All right, let me see if I can get through. Karen Stacy, happy Friday. Thanks for being you. Have a great weekend. Yes, Stacy, you too, honey. Yes, happy Passover to all the Jewish peeps in the house. Let me see. Your support and advice always makes me feel better. Thank you a million times. Absolutely, Maria. Whatever I can do. Okay, let me see. All right, so everybody's telling me to have a great weekend. All right, I think I did it. I think I got through everybody's comments. All right, so moral of the story is don't judge a book by its cover, but trust your gut and set boundaries like a motherfucker. All right, remember, tomorrow isn't promised. Don't be an asshole today. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Remember that there we go. The tea is so you, Karen. Thank you. We remember I'm off tomorrow and Sunday. So I'll see you guys back on Monday at 11 a.m. for Coffee Talk with Karen. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Yeah, so it's happy Passover, happy Palm Sunday, happy everything. You know what I'm saying? So be good, stay well, do something fun, get outside. I love you all. If you want any of my merchandise, please feel free to message me or Carmela. Mwah. Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend.